Hey friend, I'm super glad you're here. And I am curious, would you believe me if I told you that everything you need to know about receiving answers to prayer, you learned at the DMV? Right? Can any good thing come out of the DMV? Yes, it can. And today I'm going to tell you how. So, when I was in college, I struggled so much to find my major. I wondered if I should study English or if I should study broadcast journalism or if I should study history or if I should study psychology. And I agonized over it for years. Literally, it was not until halfway through my junior year that I finally decided on a major. I could not figure it out. And looking back, I realized that it was because I had no idea how to recognize answers to prayers. I was asking for God to reveal something to me on repeat, like over and over and over again, I would ask. And I never got an answer. I never got a revelation on what my major should be. I ended up graduating with a major in modern dance, not because I felt like God wanted me to study modern dance, but because that was just the most attractive thing to me. And so I went after that. And honestly, looking back now, I can realize exactly what was going on and how knowing about traffic lights could have solved all of my problems. It wasn't until years ago when I was sitting in a stadium at BYU, where I had gone to college, and I heard him talking about traffic lights and revelation that everything became so clear. And he talked about how revelation comes as red lights, as green lights, and as yellow lights. And when he said this, it was like the biggest light bulb aha moment for me, because I had been studying what Richard G. Scott says about revelation. He was like the master of personal revelation and gave so many beautiful talks on it. And I had been reading one of his older talks from the 80s about how to recognize personal revelation. And in this moment, when I heard Brad Wilcox, all this information from Elder Scott, it fused together. And I'm like, angelic visitation. Like, this is it. This is finally it. So this is what I realized, and I'm going to read it to you so I do not mess up, because I want to share with you how what Brad said matches up with what Elder Scott said. So Brad talked about how answers can come as green lights. Go, right? And this is what Elder Scott said. He said, when God answers yes, it is to give us confidence. So when we're asking a question of God, or we come to him with something and he gives us a green light, it is so we can have confidence moving forward. Okay. Then Brad said, sometimes he answers with red lights. Elder Scott says, when he answers no, it is to prevent error. So like a red light, it stops us from making a mistake and getting hurt, right? We don't go through the red light and then get hit by a car. It's preventing us from making a mistake. And this was the part that mattered so much to me. Brad talked about yellow lights. Now, obviously, yes, we know God will answer us with green lights and red lights, yes and no, but he also answers us with yellow lights. And this is what Elder Scott had to say. He said, when he withholds an answer, it is to have us grow through faith in him. We are not to sit passively waiting. We are to act. My mind, you guys, my mind was blown. That was it, right? All through college, I had been waiting for a green light or a red light, like some specific answer to what I was struggling through. But what God was actually giving me was a yellow light. He was giving me a revelation by not giving me a revelation, right? He's saying, Kristen, I trust you to make a good decision. And in this instance, it doesn't matter if you study dance and it doesn't matter if you study psychology. Go ahead and move forward. Boom. That was the answer he was giving me, and I did not even realize it. I had thought for years that God just had left me hanging, right? That I was just like, okay, I'll do whatever I want. But Brad and Elder Richard G. Scott together, I suddenly realized, oh my goodness, the revelation was in the lack of revelation. God was saying, move forward, keep going, make the best decision you can on your own. Awesome. So this has made a huge difference in my life. This has made a huge difference in that when I am seeking revelation on something, I no longer sit and wait. Right? It took me until halfway through my junior year to decide on a major. Like, I waited years for a revelation. But now that I know about these yellow lights, I can just keep moving forward. I keep moving forward. When I have a decision to make, I'm like, okay, I'm going to think it through. I'm going to pray. And if I don't get an answer, then I will keep moving until I get a red light, right? I'll just keep moving forward as if God is okay with me doing whatever I want. And then if he sends a red light, then I know to stop. And man, that has made taking action so much easier. I can now buy a car, right? Without stressing and being like, oh, is this the right car? Oh no, this isn't the right car. I just move forward. And if it's the wrong car, I know God will let me know. Or I recently moved and I felt a powerful prompting that I was supposed to move. And instead of waiting for a second powerful prompting, a second green light, I just kept moving forward. And I knew that God trusted me to keep moving forward. Okay. This is the key, guys. Green lights mean go, red lights mean stop, yellow lights mean make the best decision you possibly can. We do not sit at yellow lights and go, oh no one's told me what to do. Should I stop? Should I go? We don't circle around in the middle of the intersection waiting for someone to guide us. We make our best decision when we reach a yellow light, and we either move forward because it looks good or we stop because it looks bad. That's it, guys. That is how you can recognize answers to prayer, even when it feels like you are not getting an answer. So here's my invitation to you. If you have enjoyed this quick tip, I would love so much for you to share it with someone else and help me spread the word that the gospel is powerful in its simplicity. We've just got to keep it that way. All right. I will see you later. Hope you have a great day. Bye.